My name's Josh Martin from Dean Martin Contractors Limited, and my role is Managing Director stroke operator. The business has been operating 20 years. We're a family-run business. My dad's the one in charge. It's something I've been kind of involved with my entire life, in and around diggers and all the machinery, and yeah, just really enjoy it. Enjoy driving diggers. It's my hobby that makes me money rather than my hobby that costs me money. So we undertake small to medium groundworks and civil engineering jobs, but we do such a variety of stuff from clearance projects. We do a lot of drainage works, things like ponds, working in wetlands, a lot of tricky access jobs in places like this with great scenery on top of a hill somewhere. So yeah, real variety really. And yeah, some of the challenges we face doing our type of work is access. Is one of the biggest ones, because often we're having to go across other people's land to get to where we need to go. So yeah, having the right equipment which will fit through the gap we get given to fit through. As well, we use the track dumpers a lot, especially on some of the triple SI land we end up on, and with the really low ground pressure they provide, they really help. When we're in the wetlands, as in places like that, with the ground being so soft, we can't take things with wheels often in the places we work. Equipment at the minute is all stuff we can move ourselves. Like the 3-ton excavators and roller and like track dumper and stuff like that. We've got a lot of attachments, from flails, tree shears. We've got like a reed bucket that goes on your 140s, which we've had a few times. So yeah, we've got all sorts of attachments. And yeah, we are looking at buying our own bigger machine at the minute. But yeah, by hiring them, it allows us to kind of see what machine works best for us. When hiring equipment, we have come across a couple of issues in the past. One, I think, really frustrating one for anyone who operates machines is when you know what buckets you want for the job, and when you don't have the buckets you need. Just productivity. If I've asked for a 36-inch digger bucket and I get a 24-inch digging bucket turn up, obviously I'm not going to be able to shift the amount of material I thought I'd be shifting in the day. But like this one, I asked for a tilt bucket, which I got set up there. I asked for a B bucket, which I got there, and then I asked for a 36-inch digging bucket with teeth, which I've got up there. So I got the buckets I wanted. I haven't got a pile of buckets I don't need. Regularly at the moment we hire the 8-tonners lot and the 140s. Mainly it's just because of the type of work we do, and we haven't got our own bigger machine just yet. But we also do hire like the dumpers, like when we've got a job coming up where we've got our own track dumper, but just to bulk up the when we need a few dumpers on a job.
My name's Dean Martin and I'm the company director. I first discovered WHC probably 20-ish years ago, when James still had the single depot at Worcester. We were doing a job in Stocklist docks and needed a breaker for our own machine. He was the closest plant hire place, popped up there. And just the ease of, I had never dealt with one before. And James was more than happy to let me take the breaker away, use it. And just that trust from that moment onwards, we've used WHC ever since. The equipment you hire is pretty good. It covers everything we do. So it has become now, for me, kind of a one-stop shop. It's always the first phone call. When it comes to ordering, it's a very simple process. For myself, I just phone up, speak to the guys on the counter. Normally it's dealt with there and then, orders placed, it's coming, you can rely on it coming. Often, because of remote locations of the sites we work on, we often will have to rely on what 3 words for the access. You guys are more than happy to do that. Yeah, as a company, you have enabled us to grow because we've been able to hire the right equipment for what we need. Another example would be the track dumpers again. Very few companies hire the track dumpers, to a point where it proved as a company we needed our own, so it allowed us to purchase one. As a company, we have got lots of accounts, hire accounts with different companies, but it just seems natural for me now to make WHC my first call, and you get a good service. And I would recommend WHC to anybody else who's looking for a hire.